Awesome. Thank you so much, Anne. Which is based in New York and helps trans people who are incarcerated at Rikers Island with their bail funds. So please, 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 if you have the means, even if you have $2, if you have 200, that's amazing. But literally anything that you can, if you can Venmo me at Joelle-Blankson, that would be really, really, really awesome for us to do together. And then we can make a big fat donation.
All right, so let's get into it. Hi, everyone. Welcome to our sleepover. My name's Anne. Before we get started, ground rules, do not tell Hannah F about this sleepover, okay? If you were going to post a Snapchat about it, an Instagram story, even if it's close friends, please do not do that. It will be very tense on Monday in the locker room.
Okay, so we don't. Okay, Anne's mom invited us, and Anne wasn't allowed to invite everyone for the party to stay over. So if Hannah finds out, that's going to be really bad.
It's going to be bad, and it's especially awkward because Hannah invited me to her birthday party at the 3-2-1 bounce with the inflatable bouncy castles. So it's a real breach of etiquette for me to not be inviting her back, but we did what we had to do.
Seriously, guys, don't post about it, not even on close friends, not even on your Finsta, because those can be screenshotted, and if Hannah finds out, she's going to be so mad.
She's gonna flip, and
it's gonna be like scary.
And we just couldn't invite her because she's a little bit boy crazy.
She's boy crazy.
She's a little bit boy crazy, and it's like, grow up.
Yeah, I agree. I think that one of my main issues with Hannah is that she's immature and she only thinks about boys.
No, you're literally so right, because one time, actually the other day, I was hanging out with her, and we were trying to do homework. We were trying, literally, like, that's important to me. That's something I want to do. I want to do my homework. And she just wouldn't stop talking about Zach and Noah. And it's like, so immature.
Yeah, and to add to that, I would just say she's obsessed with boys.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, guys, what time is it? Because we should really go to bed.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 10 p.m. Eastern.
We said we were going to go to bed at 10, and it's already 10:10, so I guess we'll go to bed.
Okay, let's go to bed. Okay, seriously, guys, be quiet.
Yeah, I have to wake up early tomorrow because I have to go to church.
Yeah.
Hey, Mom. Yeah, I'm going to, my mom said that I can come to church with you, so I'm also going to sleep.
Okay.
Wait, you guys?
How do you try to go to sleep?
What, Joe?
Sorry.
Joe, I was already asleep. Joe, I was half asleep.
Okay, sorry. Literally go to sleep. I'm sorry. Sleep.
Guys, I'm serious. Go to bed.
Okay, we're sleeping.
Okay.
Oh shit, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh my god, Joe.
Okay, I just have one question. What's the difference between an African elephant and an Indian elephant? Do you know?
I don't. It feels hard to say.
I don't either.
It feels fraught.
Okay, then let's sleep.
I've heard it said that people come to
You guys, I'm trying to sleep here. And if you guys can't shut the fuck up, I'm gonna go ballistic and break everything in this house. So if you guys don't go to bed now, you're gonna see a violent side of me.
Liva, you're already going ballistic. Look, I'm just not that tired, okay? I know
me too.
About 10, but what if we just stay up a little bit longer?
Okay.
How about for like an hour to an hour and a half?
An hour and a half, exactly.
Oh. Okay, fine. Let's just stay up a little bit longer.
Okay. Thanks, Liva.
Thanks, Liva.
Okay, now that we're sort of awake for a little bit longer, I am so excited to introduce you guys all to our first performer of the evening. He is a cutie, a sweetie, and additionally a junior at the University of Chicago. Everyone give it up for Joey Cipriano!
Woo!
What's up, everybody? Hi, like she said, I'm Joey Cipriano, and I wanted to start off by introducing you guys to my latest Amazon purchase. I'm actually really proud, really excited. It's a gigantic bottle of fish sauce. I'm really happy. I was really sick after my grocery store would never have any fish sauce. And in case you're curious about the status of my health, I was looking on here, and apparently a tablespoon of is 64% of your daily supplement of sodium. So I'm doing great over here cooking for myself. First of all, I wanted to talk about a little quirky fun fact about me, and that's that I am asthmatic, which I like to think is a little bit like being left-handed. And I say that because there are minimal real life consequences, but I think whenever someone learns that you're asthmatic, they're just like a little bit intrigued, which has like been awesome for me socially. But whenever people see me use an inhaler, a tool that, I don't know, is probably pretty famous for treating asthma, they always ask me the same question. They look at me and they're like, do you have asthma? And then that's always a really awkward moment. But the thing about inhalers is for them to work at all, you have to like hold your breath in afterwards, just like for it to like sit in your lungs. And so it just goes exactly like, do you have asthma? And you just have to sit there like, you think it's for? I had an inhaler for like a while when I was a kid, but I had to go in again when I was 15 to like get like just like tested and see if I needed anything new. And I guess when they created asthma tests, they didn't imagine anyone over the age of like 12 was ever going to have to take these things because they designed them for literal children. They make you like blow into this tube, just like get some reading. But to make it fun for kids, they like put up a giant cartoon birthday cake on the screen in front of you. And as you blow in the tube, each birthday candle like slowly extinguishes. And I guess the nurses are also only trained to give this to kids because I'm 15 years old, sitting there blowing in this tube, and this nurse is standing there literally in my ear like, "Oh, you're doing so good. 2 candles. Oh, 1 candle. Yes!" So that really boosts my self-esteem. I feel like a really good asthmatic. I have another story, and it's about the time I discovered the existence of a search history. Which is never a good start to any story. And I'm just gonna be just perfectly honest for the rest of this, and I'm gonna need to be free from your judgment, please. But so, thinking back, I was in the 4th grade, and to be honest, I wanted to see sex stuff. And so, what do when you're curious about sex stuff? You go to the internet, and I wasn't really sure where to look on the internet for what I was looking for. So I went where I was most comfortable, and that was Google image search. And I also didn't know what I was necessarily looking for. So I just started typing anything that I knew had to do with sex. And so the first thing I type in is sex. And then there's nothing. And I'm like, boobies. And then it's just bracelets, which is a great throwback to 2010. But at my last search, I was really grabbing for straws, just like anything I could get. Nuts. And all I got was squirrels chewing on nuts, and like, which was awesome. Like, I really appreciated that, but it wasn't necessarily what I was looking for. There got to a certain point in my true exploration of the internet and all it had to offer, where I was trying to see what a vagina looked like. But I guess at the same time I was learning what search history was, I was also learning the concept of autocorrect. Because I would keep typing vagina, and then it wouldn't work, and I would just vagina, like 5 or 6 times, until I realized that Google image search was just correcting vagina to Virginia. And so I kept getting just state maps and highway routes. Also not what I was looking for. I knew I was caught when my narc of a sister was on the computer, and she says out, she's looking at the computer screen, she like scrunches her face, and she says to my whole family, "Who is searching for boobies, sex, and the state of Virginia?" It was at this time, like, my brother and I shared a room, and there's this whole scandal just went down. It's like, who did this? Who could have done this? And we're lying in bed, just like lights out, trying to go to sleep. And my brother, so innocent, is just like, "Oh my God, Joey, who do you think did this?" And I was like, "Don't worry about it, okay? Just go to sleep, Peter." Look, guys, I really wanted to thank you. This has been so fun, and I think it went really well. So I'm just gonna celebrate.
Oh my God.
Just a quick shot.
Oh,
Oh my
Joey.
No.
Thank you, guys.
Yay! Thank you, Joey. I will be praying for your arteries. I hope they come out alive.
Okay, our next amazing performer, it just graduated from the University of Chicago, is a guru of skin, makeup, hair, and all things, and is Yamini Nambimadom. Congratulate her. Give her hands. How do you say? Round of applause for Yamini.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Before I get started, I just want to take a moment to clear the air. If you don't already know, Joey, who just performed, it was his birthday last week. And you know, Joey and I were pals, but I'm going to be honest, the only reason I knew it was his birthday is because his girlfriend, Ella, who was arguably my closer friend, invited me in advance to a surprise Zoom birthday call for him. So, you know, I wake up on the morning of June 24th and I like get out my phone and I'm checking all my social medias and I go on Facebook and it's like, Joseph Cipriano and 4 others have birthdays today. And I'm like, ooh, who's got a birthday today besides Joey? And I look at the list and Ella's name is on there. So I think to myself, I'm like, silly old Ella. She's changing her birthday on Facebook as a bit to meme on Joey. How classic. So I keep going about my day. I wish Joey a happy birthday. I get on that birthday Zoom call. I just continue my life for a few days until one day I'm stalking Ella on Facebook. Don't ask me why, I don't really remember. And I saw that somebody with Ella's literal same last name and characteristically blonde hair had posted on her timeline on June 24th saying, "Happy 21st birthday, Ella." And I was like, unless this person is in on the bit or just a really bad family member, I forgot Ella's birthday. She just happens to have the same birthday as Joey. So, you know, now I feel like a bad friend because in all honesty, if I had to pick one of their birthdays to forget, I would have picked Joey's. I mean, I partially place a little bit of the blame for this situation on him for not making enough of a fuss about Ella's birthday because, I mean, Ella did, you know, broadcast the awareness by making that Zoom in advance. So, Ella, I hope you will accept my apology. I'm trying to be a better friend and I'm trying to be a better person, to be honest. You know, people these days, we're so obsessed with like affirmations and wellness and self-love, and it's so dumb to me. Like, nobody is as great as they think they are. personally, you know, I'm a pretty big fan of myself, but the sheer number of lewd dreams I've had about Lin-Manuel Miranda is indicative of the fact that there are a lot of things wrong with me. There's this vegan restaurant in LA called Cafe Gratitude. I don't know if anyone's ever been. And everything on the menu is just named after these like grandiose positive attributes. So like to order your avocado toast, you have to flash this bright smile to the waiter and be like, "Hi, I am magical. I am thriving. I am enough." I hate to break it to you, Kendra, but you're none of those things. You slept with your ex-boyfriend last night who doesn't own a bed frame, and now you're hungover and paying $20 for a plate of mixed vegetables. No one is enough. We all require a lot more work. You know, what if getting to self-identify with this optimistic blanket statement, instead, when we ordered food, we had to really come face to face with the things that we really don't like about ourselves. Hi, Kyle, is it? Yeah, I'm ready to order. I would like to have the, I often tend to self-sabotage things that are going well for me because I like it when people are worried about me because it's the only way I know they care. And also I'd like an iced latte with oat milk. Thank you so much. And you know, the food would come and we'd just sit there and we'd eat it and we'd really think about what was going on internally and, you know, process the work we need to do to grow. You know, if you're trying to put in that work, I really recommend going to therapy. It's really great, especially if you're like me and like talking about yourself. My personal approach to therapy is a little bit unusual. These days, I find myself going, you know, less for self-betterment and more for, you know, the goal of getting my therapist to like be my bestie. Like to the point where if I wasn't her client, she would text me on a Friday and ask me if I had plans for the weekend. And if I didn't, did I want to do hot yoga and then get blasted at bottomless brunch on Sunday? You know, honestly, this approach has worked for me because now I want to be someone she's proud of. And when she tells me that I'm self-aware and emotionally intelligent and your new sweater looks really cute, where did you get it? I know I should keep doing whatever I've been doing because it got me one step closer to my goal of us dating twins and getting matching tattoos. The downside to this approach is that I downplay literally everything because I don't want her to think I'm crazy. Like, I don't want to be like the other clients. You know, I'm playing it a little mysterious to try and lure her in, you know, keep giving her those little nuggets to keep her interested, but like nothing too crazy that it scares her away, you know? So I definitely won't be telling her that I forgot my friend's birthday because I thought it was a prank on Facebook. Birthday, Ella. Happy belated birthday. Thank you so much.
Yay.
Okay, thank you so much, Yamini. I'm about to plug Yamini's Twitter and TikTok in the chat, so check that out. I'm about to post those. But coming up next, we have a special guest who is actually coming to us from Maryland. Her name is Julia. She just graduated last year from the University of Maryland, and she is employed. She has done 4 years of college improv and some sketch writing, and she's currently doing adult improv, which has fewer divorces than you would think. Tonight she is going to be doing a video character sketch for us, so everybody sit back and relax and enjoy.
Julia, while we're getting set up, do you have anything you want to say?
Yeah, please don't judge the room in my background. I'm moving. That is a Smiths poster wall. You know, judge me how you will. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. That's all I have.
Amazing. Okay. I'm gonna do a little quick check and everyone should tell me how the audio is.
Oh my god, you guys.
Oh wait, okay. Let's see.
It is so good to be back brunching.
Is that okay, audio? Okay, amazing, amazing, amazing.
Oh my god, you guys, it is so good to be back brunching again. I will do the avocado toast. Can you hold the pepper? I'm a little sensitive. Yeah. We're all doing mimosas, right? Okay, great. Yeah, so we'll just do a picture of mimosa. Oh my god, you guys, there's protesters. They've been out here every day. Well, you know, like, that's good for them. Like, that's really hard. Like, I'm vegan every day. Like, that's easy, and everybody else should do it. And I mean, like, they're all, like, wearing masks, too. Like, that's also super hard, so, like, good for them. Honestly, like, their chants are, like, so cute and creative. Like, you know, if I could rhyme like that, like, you would see me out there, too. Mm-hmm. You guys, they're the real heroes. You're the real heroes. You guys. You're the real heroes. Yeah. Yeah, of course I watch the news. I mean, I go on Twitter. A lot. Who do I follow? I follow Post Malone. Do you follow Kid Rock? Well, you know, I mean, like, I grew up, like, on his music. Like, I follow Hillary Clinton. Yeah, you know, we don't always get along sometimes, but, like, I don't know. I think she's, like, kind of a girl boss, so. There's honestly, like, so many of them, like, they're in such close, like, proximity to each other, and they're, like, talking, and they're chanting, like, they're probably gonna get each other sick. You know, actually, my grandma Jo, like, she passed a few weeks ago, and it was, like, really sad. I mean, it was all from, like, natural causes. She had, like, the flu, and, you know, we couldn't even, like, have, like, a memorial service for her because the doctor was like, you probably shouldn't, like, do that. And I was just like, okay, whatever you say, doctor. But I mean, like, what we're totally doing, like, we're sitting outside, we're fine. Like the government said it was okay. Even Elon Musk tweeted, like, free America. Plus, also, like, we've been, like, quarantining this whole time. I know I have been, like, I don't know about you guys. Okay, yeah, I broke quarantine, like, a few times for a very valid reason. Going to hook up with Todd, like, doesn't even count because he literally lives the floor below me, so, like, it's like we're in the same household. Hooking up with Bradley also is off the table, okay? Like, we've hooked up in the past before. That exchange of germs has, like, already happened. Yeah, I'm obviously gonna go see Derek. He's my boyfriend. What are they even protesting for? Didn't the mayor, like, give them that whole plaza? Thank you so much. Yeah, mine is, like, covered in pepper. Yeah, I'm gonna flag her down. Hey, hi, hey, ho, hey. Oh my god, I sound like one of the protesters. Yeah, so I asked to hold the pepper. No, I'm not allergic. It's just like, yeah, can you take it back, please? Thank you. What a fucking bitch. I mean, I could tell she was giving me a look, like, through her eyes, you know? Like, even if I couldn't see her nose or her mouth. She should just take the mask off in the first place, because then maybe I could, like, read her emotions better and I wouldn't be calling her a fucking bitch. She's probably just cranky because she's got, like, a lack of oxygen with that mask on or something. I'm so glad we were able to come out and, like, brunch today. I just, you know, like, we deserve this. Like, the other day, I shared this change.org petition that my brother's cousin's sister's dog had posted on Instagram. Like, I'm really getting, like, ally fatigue. So my dad was actually telling me this, like, super interesting thing the other day, and it actually makes a lot of sense. It's called All Lives Matter.
Amazing. Yay, thank you so much, Julia. Everyone be sure to follow her on Instagram and Twitter for more funny videos and good stuff.
Thank you.
Alrighty. Okay, is it time for more games?
Yeah, so I was thinking we could play some, like, sleepover games.
Okay. I'm excited for this quiz, I have to be honest with you guys.
So for everybody here. Yeah, Joe?
I just said thank you for picking out this quiz. It's going to be really fun.
I love this. I'm excited for this quiz. This is something I've always wondered about myself.
Yeah, so you guys should go first.
I'll go.
Okay.
Yeah, you go.
Okay, what kind of president would I be? Were you born in the United States? Okay, I guess I'm saying B. No, I wasn't.
Oh. Okay.
Oh.
Interesting.
Okay.
Oh, Joe,
that doesn't feel awesome, but I just figured that I would be able to play even regardless, but I guess
Yeah.
you go.
I'll just take another crack at it.
Yeah.
How do I go back?
yeah, and you try, and you try.
Okay. Were you born in the United States? No, I actually wasn't. I was born in Malaysia. It's my guys. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. This is my fault.
So it seems like the only
This is
person
on
who
me.
get to do it is Liva.
I'm sorry.
Liva, why
Why
did you choose
pick
this
it when you
quiz?
knew?
I thought we'd all be able to take this quiz.
When you knew that your friends are immigrants.
You know we're immigrants.
I know, but I don't think of you guys I don't think of you guys as immigrants first. I think of you as my friends.
You don't think of us as immigrants? What's wrong with that?
No, is there something wrong with immigrants?
I definitely think of you as immigrants, but I also think of you as my friends.
Okay.
Okay,
Well, I'm guessing
whatever.
you're Country A, so let's go through it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I guess I'll just take the quiz. Sorry, this is really awkward now.
No, it's okay. It's okay. We forgive you. I guess
Okay.
it's okay. Go ahead.
Okay, so my answer is A. Yes, I was born in the U.S. Okay, describe my sense of style. Boho chic, preppy cute, edgy rocker, or yucky tomboy slob.
Okay, for me, it's
I won't say what I think. I won't say what I think you are.
What do you think I am?
I'm not gonna say.
Why wouldn't you say?
Think I'm a yucky tomboy slob?
No.
Oh, just cause of this? You think I'm a slob?
No, I think of you first.
Whatever.
I think of you as a friend.
Oh,
For me,
okay.
it's between C and D, and I'll be honest, I'm leaning toward D.
I think B. I'm gonna go B.
I'm gonna say for myself that I'm preppy cute.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's good for you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Am I a Democrat? Yes. Or a Republican? We can totally respect that. I'm gonna say Republican as a joke.
Okay.
Okay. If A, you will be a preppy Republican president. Thousands of people will die at the hands of your administration, and you will miss the last possible window to address climate change.
Oh.
Because of you, all mammals, including humans, LOL, will go extinct. Epic fail!
I feel like
Okay.
Okay. I mean,
this is kind of dark.
I don't know what you expected. TBH. Okay, go back.
I'm gonna say Democrat. This is like dark.
Okay, yeah, just be serious.
Okay. B. Oh.
It says if B, you'll be a preppy Democrat president. Thousands of people die at the hands of your administration, and you miss the.
Oh my.
Wow.
I feel like they got lazy on this one. I feel like they got lazy.
This quiz is really bumming me out.
Yeah.
And making me think about the two-party system. Let's just go to the next one.
Okay, yeah. Okay, guys, we're gonna play a fun game of
yes.
Kill, and we want everyone to weigh in on the chat. Who you would fuck, who you would marry, who you would kill. Okay.
Yeah. So make sure to put your answers in the chat. Everybody at this sleepover.
Yes. Okay. First one. Middle school treasures. Oh no, where's the first middle school treasure?
Oh no, it's my fault. It's supposed to be lanyards.
Okay.
I was supposed to put them there and I got distracted, and I'm gonna say very earnestly, I'm really sorry.
So basically it's hamster erasers or colored erasers, mustache duct tape wallets, or plastic lanyards.
I agree. I would have also killed the lanyards already. Okay, I want to go on record saying I made and sold duct tape wallets and duct tape bow ties in middle school. So along with your fuck, marry, kill, you can also drop in the chat if that surprises you.
Does that surprise you that Anne made duct tape wallets? Okay,
let's go. I figure that Anne was kind of an entrepreneur at the time, and she also sold slime and I believe squishy hot dogs.
I sold fake foam bread that smelled like bread, and you could squeeze it to relax. Okay, next one. High school standardized testing. So we've got AP tests, the ACT, and the SAT. And for me personally, I'll say the SAT is kind of hot to me because it's long and it's got sections. It's got lots of sections.
And what are the sections to you of sex?
Kissing, touching boob, touching thigh.
Okay, I'm agreeing with everyone saying marry the. Okay, I'm saying marry the ACT.
I'm saying marry the SAT. The SAT is like take home to your parents.
Yeah, I would fuck I would fuck the SAT. I would marry the ACT, I think.
All right, let's go to the next one.
Okay. The Wiggles, but you have to kill 2 of them.
So which 2 Wiggles would you kill?
So
in the chat?
Yeah,
I
go.
would sure that the blue one is the creator of all of them. So if you kill Anthony, they might have to disband.
For me, I would kill Murray for sure. Murray is up to no good. I would marry Jeff because either we have a similar ethnic background or he's a rare white person with black hair. And both of those are amazing.
Oh, true.
There's nothing sexier than a white person with black hair.
Yeah.
And there's one more, right?
Yes, okay, we got one more.
Yeah, so what do you guys think?
Liva, did you put this in here?
Yeah, I put this in here. I wanted people to be honest.
Okay.
I wanted people drop in the chat. Who would you kill?
Everyone
drop in the chat.
You don't have to say who you would marry. You could just
marry all of them. Yeah.
Amar says myself. Oh no, don't do that, Amar.
Marry himself.
Marry himself. Yes.
The person saying kill me. I'm removing you.
I want you all to know that we each have a little special marginalized identity. So keep that in mind.
If you kill me, you're killing a gay person. If you kill Joe, you're killing a black woman and a bisexual woman. If you kill Anne, you're actually killing a Chinese
someone
woman.
Who's never read Harry Potter before.
So keep in mind that whatever you do is an act of prejudice.
Okay, Yamini says she'd kill Liva. And
I don't like this.
Okay, we'll go.
I respect that she came right out with that.
Okay. Here's our next game.
Our last game. Yeah, Joe, you want to explain this last game?
Yeah, we're actually not going to play this one. We want this game to be fully for you sleepover guests. So everyone go ahead and say the first and last name of your crush in the chat. Your real answer, put it.
Okay, John Hedrick, lucky guy. Ellen, wow. These are pouring in. Whoa. Okay, people are really.
Whoa, Diogo, Cipriano.
Guys, Dave Guerin just said someone in the chat, show Hornbuckle.
Oh my goodness. This is.
Oh, Hannah F.
Oh.
Okay, Ro has a crush on Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Wait.
And I'm not one to judge, but I think you should rethink.
Sorry guys. My mom's here. I'm getting picked up.
What do you mean you're getting picked up?
What do you mean you're getting picked up?
I'm getting a text from my mom. I'm getting picked up.
Why would she be here? We're having a sleepover. We were just about to go to sleep.
Cause I gotta go home.
Liva, do you not like hanging out with us? What's the problem?
No, I do. I really gotta go home.
Wait, is your mom making you go home, or are you choosing to go home?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Which one?
She said I had to.
Are you sure? Because...
Here, you can look at the text. Look at the text. She said I have to go home. I'm serious. I gotta go.
Can you give us?
I talked to her when she dropped you off, and she said that we should take good care of you through the night, and that she's gonna be here in the morning.
Okay, guess what? I can't stay there.
Liva, just tell us why. You don't have to. We're besties. You don't have
to.
Not
like
because I gotta poop. And I can't poop at your house. No, I can't poop at any house. That's not my house. I can't poop at any house. That's not my house. And I really gotta go. Okay?
Why can't you poop at Anne's house? Anne's your best friend. Why can't you poop at her house?
cleaned my house just for you so you would feel comfortable pooping here.
Listen, nothing's gonna come out. I'm telling you, nothing is gonna come out. It's gonna be dry, okay? So goodbye, okay? Goodbye. I'm leaving.
Liva, why don't you just... Liva!
Oh my God, she's gone.
God, does she have to poop every night?
Okay.
Okay, well, okay, sorry guys, sorry. We're gonna sort out our interpersonal drama, and then in the meantime, I am absolutely thrilled to introduce our next performer. This guy is amazing. This guy has a spunky personality. This guy is a rising third year at the University of Chicago and runs the Instagram page for our famous Nestor the cat. Oh, it's Devon Wenzel.
Hello. I'm a bit hurt that no one put me as their crush in the chat. I'll try not to take it to heart, but I did. Anyway, so I first have to address that there might be some fireworks in the background. It's actually my cat's birthday tomorrow, and you know, people are really out there celebrating for his birthday. He's turning 15. We're actually the same age, so we're twins actually, me and my cat. It's like Stuart Little, you know. We're both, my mother, human and a cat came out too. Anyway, I love him. He's 15. He's a big. Anyway, so most of my stand-up is embarrassing stories about myself. Actually, I just have like a lot of content to go from. So I'm just like, you know, a little disclaimer. I've never used Zoom on iPad before. I actually broke my laptop a few weeks ago, and I asked my brother if I could use his computer, but he said that he had to do coding, which was, I think, is actually code for he doesn't think I'm funny. So I'm kind of hurt. Like he said I have to code, so he's not here, and it's kind of mean. Anyway, but on the same line as that, I've never done Zoom comedy before, so another disclaimer, I am going to need all of you to laugh at every single thing I say, so I can keep going. Like, I need it for my self-confidence. Anyway, so here we go. Embarrassing story number one, you know, drawing from my life. My French professor told me this in English because, you know, it's like bad thing number one when your foreign language professor like recognizes that unless he speaks, you know, your native language to you, like, just not going to understand. So we switched to English, and I was like, oh no, this is already bad. And he told, but it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. He told everyone, and he told me that everyone in the class was going to get A or A minuses, and I'm like, oh my God, I'm set. Like, this is gonna be great. Flash forward 2 weeks later, I got a B plus. Like,
Oh, no.
Am I not everybody? Like, I felt lied to. It was kind of hurtful. And like, to add injury to the insult, he attached a little note on the end of my paper that said, have you considered switching to Spanish? Or like, have you considered trying Spanish? I'm a French major, so anyways. And then I immediately declared my French major after he told that to me. So like, not today. That is, you know, I told myself that I wouldn't take any more classes from like white male professors, and every single time, and then I do it anyway, and then it just always goes poorly for me. So like, I just need all of them to go, so I can't make these decisions. Anyway, but so I guess I should address, like, you know, like the elephant in the room, or rather the Peppa Pig Band-Aid on my forehead. Okay, words. I don't speak them clearly because I got a B plus in French. But so Peppa Pig. It's not Peppa on my forehead. It's George. I don't know if you can make that out over Zoom, but you know, it's a big distinction. You know, because like, you know, I know all the Peppa Pig characters. Big Peppa Pig fan. But I just like, it is an ad for Peppa Pig. You know, Peppa Pig does not support pigs. Just putting it out there. But Peppa. Anyway, so I love animals. I get into actually a lot of like
animal, related. Oh, nope. I wrote page numbers out for myself, and this does not have a number on it. I gotta flip the page. Blah, blah, blah. Same words. I get into a lot of, like animal related scrapes. I really like them, but they don't seem to like me. Like whenever I see anything like vaguely animal shaped on the road, I have to stop for it. But I have to make something clear. Oh no, the air conditioner's coming up, whatever. I have to make something clear. I don't stop for them. I can't drive. My therapist has actually been trying to get me to drive for a while now. Clearly the therapy isn't working, but I'm basically everyone thinks I'm 15, so therefore I think I'm 15. So like technically I'm not allowed to drive yet. But guess my age in the chat. Go for it. The usual answer is 15. But anyway, but the reason why I have animal problems is that I'm actually allergic to basically like every animal ever. My go-to in like 2 truths and a lie is that I'm allergic to horses, and my aesthetic has sometimes been described as a horse girl, but that it's impossible because I will go into anaphylactic shock. Like I'm a horse out of here. Anyway, but so I live in Pennsylvania, and Pennsylvania is a really bad place to be from if you're allergic to horses, because there are signs that go across the road or bridges that say no horses allowed. So that is the that is the only animal that I do not stop for, because the horse will kill me. And, I mean, I can't do that. But my favorite animal that I'm allergic to are cats. Okay. I would run in front of a car any day for a cat. You could say that I literally would die for pussy, because I would. And then another road animal that, I like to stop for a lot are geese. I actually got bit by a goose once. I really don't recommend that one. They're kind of mean. Like it's not a nice bite. It's a bad bite, not a good one. But I haven't seen any geese lately. It's like for some reason they're just not around. I think it's because, they were in Florida and they saw, all these people not wearing masks, and they were like, I gotta get out of this shit show. So they just like booked it straight to Canada. They were just like, we can't deal with the, we can't deal with a country that does not have its shit together. So they were like, goodbye, America. We are permanently immigrating to Canada. So their future generations, Joe and Anne, will also not be able to be president. And I think that's important to acknowledge, because they're our friends too. But yeah, that's all I got. You might have noticed I said Florida like Florida. I've heard that that's not how you say it. Same with orange. But once again, I have language issues clearly. So thank you.
Woo! Thank you, Devon. Yay. I learned a lot about animals just now. Actually. All right. Next up, we have an amazing, amazing comedian from Colombia. She is here to teach us about the intersection between performing arts and global politics. Everybody give it up for Sila! Woo!
I am unfortunately stuck in Maryland right now, but before coming to college, I lived in Bangkok, Thailand. Great place, great food. I would say the coolest part about living in Bangkok is all of the Tinder bios I can have now. Like, Sila 20, lived in Bangkok, on Tinder to make friends. If I had to compare Bangkok to New York, I'd say the city is more dense, the people are less insufferable, and it smells equally bad. But not because of urine, it smells bad because of Europeans. Backpackers who come from countries with great welfare. I don't know why that correlation exists, but I think it's because if you have healthcare, you don't have to shower. I lived in Bangkok for 12 years, did all of the normal stuff. Like when I was a freshman in high school, I snuck out for the first time, went to the mall, and had my first ever military coup. I say first because I think America is progressing towards a violent but that Thai coup was pretty disruptive because it happened 15 minutes before the closing night of my musical. Like, I was literally putting on stage makeup the same time the Prime Minister was uprooting her entire life and fleeing to Switzerland. Honestly, she was the lucky one. Switzerland only has mediocre welfare, so the backpackers smell okay. Us, on the other hand, our freaking show got canceled. So when we went home, there were military trucks on the street to stop people from gathering and being out after curfew. So I was kind of in a shock. Like, democracy was fully destroyed, and I had rehearsed for 3 months to only I had no lines, but I put a lot of work into my reactions. For example, this was me when something shocking happened. This was funny, but not too funny. And this was me when there was a really nice character resolution. So clearly I deserved a third night of performance. In fact, I was like kind of ready to fight the military just to get a closing night. They were gonna try to punch me and I'd be like, kickball change. And then I would just like grapevine all over the place. Like, I would just do this until they get tired off. Take it. I didn't actually entertain those thoughts for too long. Again, I was in the chorus, so I had bad upper body strength and also bad like lower body strength and not great middle body strength. So instead, I was like, okay, justice, revolution. Thailand is infamous for its horrible sex industry. We'll put on a production of Les Mis, and these army generals will be so moved by my reactions to other people saying lines that they will restore democracy. In hindsight, I actually do think that plan would have worked, but not for the reasons that I thought. Just because I have now seen Les Mis, and I would have done anything to get it to stop. A bunch of 14-year-olds threatening to do lovely ladies on loop. I don't think a single regime could stand up to that. However, we didn't do it, and I think as we're learning now, the show does not always go on. In fact, recent news about Broadway indicates that theater is one of the first things to not go on in times of crisis. So we did not do a closing night. In case you're wondering if the show was good enough to deserve a third performance, it was an original musical written by my high school drama teacher called Mum's Not the Word. Mum as an easy up version of Mom. And the premise was, what if adults went through puberty? And acne? So musical was not good. It was actually bad. But it did help me understand my dad a lot more. Soon after, he bought 3 motorcycles, started wearing lederhosen, and showed up hungover to our family brunch. And I said, hey man, I get it. Growing up is really hard. Lucky for me, growing up under a military dictatorship wasn't too much harder. I think having no freedom of speech made me a really good listener. Sometimes I just wake up in a cold sweat thinking about the injustice of not having a closing night. So thank you for letting me relive it.
Sila.
Thank you so much, Sila. That was so good. Please follow her. That was so funny. Our last performer of the night is another UChicago person, Amar. He is a grad student at UChicago where he is actually studying, and this is not even a joke, this is real, cuttlefish camouflage. going to grad school to study cuttlefish camouflage, and let's please give it up for him as he does a little slideshow for us.
Ooh. Thank you so much. Yeah, so I study cuttlefish camouflage. I do comedy in Chicago. You know, I have my fingers in a lot of pies, right? And like, there is one part of my life that I don't like to talk about too much because I think humility is very important. But in addition to kind of being big in academia and comedy, I'm also big in the ad industry, which is not something that a lot of people know. But I feel like I want to share that part of my life with you guys today. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. Okay. So I made a huge wave in the ad business recently by coming up with the idea for Oreo Thins, right? So I think we can all agree without any sort of debate that the worst part of the Oreo is kind of the sweet, delicious cream in the middle. And a lot of people were coming to me and saying, please, more of the brittle cookie that dehydrates me and get everywhere when I eat it. And so, you know, I answered that call and it was big, right? Everybody loves Oreo Thins. People ordered them by the cart full. They were selling like hotcakes. But I didn't really get a chance to expand on this vision. So I want to talk about some ideas I have for other snacks and like foods that you guys are familiar with that kind of builds on this model of like simplifying things down to the most essential, like I did with Oreo Thins, right? And I'll be doing this for all of your favorite brands, right? So for example, we'll start with the most important meal of the day, breakfast, right? So Cinnamon Toast Crunch, right? Part of a balanced breakfast, so they say. But, you know, I have problems with it because, you know, a lot of kids died in the cinnamon challenge. And, you know, just the word cinnamon kind of brings up these things about the colonial spice trade that we haven't really reckoned with in any meaningful way. And to have that kind of telegraphed loudly on a box first thing in the morning feels irresponsible to me. So, you know, using the Oreo Thins model, we can go from Cinnamon Toast Crunch to my idea, toast. I think this is great. I think a bowl of little bits of bread that you put milk on in the morning will really give you kind of what you need to get through the day. And you know, I harken back to the original slogan a little bit. Sort of my take on like respecting the legacy, but improving on it in a way that's progressive. But you know, okay, this is like a big meal, right? But most of the times you're like just around your house, you want a quick snack, right? And most of us, the first thing we reach for is some saltines, right? So saltines, again, we have a similar issue, right? Salt has the same etymological root as celery, right? So when you pick up a box, now your brain is kind of ballooning into a larger conversation about capitalism, which I don't think you want to have while you're just trying to enjoy a little bit of saltine, right? So again, we pare down to the most. Thoreau said, simplify, 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 right? So that's what we're going to do here. So we can go from saltine crackers to my proposal, teens. So, you know, these are just sort of flavorless squares. We'll take care of we'll get rid of the holes too, because that's a whole other conversation. But I do want to be clear. I don't want this to be confused with the drink by the same name, which is a simplification of Ovaltine, also called teen. But I don't want this to stop you guys from having the two together, you know, kind of a bunch of like flavorless squares with a flavorless drink. Kind of merging the two in a cohesive way. So we've covered a lot, but I want to kind of appeal to nostalgia as well, right? So take yourself back to elementary school, right? You're sitting in the cafeteria, you pick up a gusher, you squirt it in your mouth, super fun, right? Everyone's going, yeah. And I think that this is not something that we should be celebrating, right? I don't like the idea of our kids gushing at the cafeteria table. it primes them for behaviors that I think they should be saving for until after marriage. Hang on, sorry, let me move Polly. So gushers, right? Classic thing, but I think it can corrupt our youth. So I'm going to propose something a little better. I think my substitute, prudes. These are going to be sort of like featureless discs with your like standard fruit flavors, apple, orange. That's it. And I think it'll be a sensible like non-distracting way to enjoy your lunch as a kid, right? And there's so many more ideas that I have that I can't really get into in depth, but I'll just give you a little taste. A little food joke there. Ruffled smooth, right? Get rid of those cluster ridges. They're going to cut up the roof of your mouth, and it's just a very stressful shape that I think can be smoothed into sort of a flat line. So ruffle smooth. On a similar tack, we have Doritos Unsullied. And none of the dust that you get, it's very reminiscent of mustard gas and that kind of whole thing. I don't want to get into it, but so we have Doritos Unsullied, right? And that's all food. But I think, and a lot of people will butt heads with me on this, but I think we can extend this kind of thinking to the realm of the abstract, right? So we have these things like boyfriend and girlfriend, right? And it all gets very complicated and people have a lot of different opinions about it, but I think we can all come together on my substitute, just friends. I think this is the healthy way to move, especially in a time like this. And I want to leave you on one last ad campaign for a fruit that I think is often overlooked, and among the fruits you might see in your produce section, this has possibly gotten the least attention in the ad industry and by the general public. So pears, right? Pears. What if apples sucked? And I think I'll leave you with that. Stew on that for a little bit, and thank you so much. Bye.
Woo! Wow.
Okay, thank you guys so much for coming. That show was so fun. Thank you guys for having so much fun with us and for coming to our sleepover. Remember, do not tell Hannah F. We promised we'd go to bed in an hour, so it's literally our bedtime right now.
Yeah. If you guys want to stick around, we will be sort of dancing to amazing music from middle school, and of course, take time to maybe donate to these orgs if you feel so the need to do so, if you want to, actually. And you
should want to.
Yes, you definitely should want to. But yeah, thank you guys so much for coming.
Thank you. Okay, let's go to sleep then.
I don't want. Oh yeah, okay. Time.
If you ever find yourself stuck in the middle of the sea,